nutrients and their functions. So these are the nutrients. These are the 6 classes of nutrients. We're going to talk about carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, commonly referred to as fats, water. Most people don't think of water as a nutrient, vitamins, and minerals. So essential nutrients are needed from outside the body. We need them from food because the body either cannot make them or cannot make them in sufficient amounts. And all 6 classes of nutrients are essential to growth and development in humans. And so what are their functions? Why is the discussion of nutrients important? So nutrients we consume in our diet provide energy. They form the body structures and regulate body processes. They provide us with energy, whether we're riding a bike through the forest or mountain biking or walking to the mailbox or gardening, surfing, working out, doing physical activity, sleeping. It's all fueled by the carbohydrates, fat, and proteins in the food we eat. They provide us energy. Structure, proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, minerals, and water, they all contribute to the shape and the structure of our body. You can see that 6% of our body is minerals, carbohydrates, and other substances. 16% of our body is fat, 16% protein, and the majority of our body is made of water, 62%. Regulation. Water helps regulate the body temperature. When the body temperature increases, what is produced, cooling the body as it evaporates from the skin. Regulation also includes blood pressure, hormones, lipids such as the hormone testosterone help regulate body processes. Testosterone is made from cholesterol, and in men it stimulates sperm production and the development of secondary sex characteristics such as body and facial hair, a deep voice, and increased muscle mass. So the terms of macro and micronutrients you're going to hear a lot. Macronutrients, macro means large, so they're needed in large quantities. These macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids or fats, and water. Micronutrients, micro meaning small, they're needed in smaller quantities. So these are vitamins and minerals, and that's going to be important when we talk about supplements and how much we need and how much we need in our supplements that we're taking. Is it too much or not enough? So when I think of organic, I think of it from a science perspective. Organic to me means that the nutrient is an organic compound. It contains carbon bonded to hydrogen. This I usually think of an organic nutrient as a carbohydrate, a lipid, or a protein. So when I talk about organic nutrients, I'm going to be specific what I mean. Organic containing carbon. Carbohydrates, protein, lipids, they all contain carbon as part of their structure. Organic meaning it's alive, it's carbon containing. Inorganic nutrients typically would not contain carbon. So these are minerals like iron, it's just iron, sodium, calcium, potassium, chlorine. Water doesn't contain carbon. So in this sense, in the scientific sense, it's not organic. It's just H2O. So remember the difference. Inorganic nutrients do not contain carbon, but organic or alive nutrients contain carbon. So this is kind of a busy slide, but it talks about the different micro and macronutrients, the 6 essential nutrients. Carbohydrates contain sugars. They're composed of sugars, starches, and fiber, and there's actually a whole chapter on that. Lipids, or fats, are either saturated, monounsaturated, omega-3 and omega-6, and cholesterol are part of lipids. That's a whole chapter. Proteins, we're going to talk about those. They're found in most food groups, and they are numerous. Proteins play various roles in our body. Amino acids, you may have heard of those. Vitamins, there's variety of different vitamins, but some examples here are B12, vitamin C, niacin, vitamin D. Those are organic molecules, and they're needed in small amounts to maintain health. There's 13 vitamins that help with regulating energy metabolism, maintaining vision, protecting cell membranes, and helping blood to clot. Minerals are elements that are essential in small amounts, and they provide a variety of diverse functions. We think of iron, magnesium, calcium, and zinc. And water, we saw from the previous slide, makes up about 60% of adult body weight. Calories. Lots of people are concerned about those. So what is a calorie? What does that mean? A calorie is a unit of measure of the amount of energy in a food. It's not a substance in food. They're not like vitamins, minerals, or fat. It's really a unit of measure, so they do not qualify as a nutrient. Calorie and kilocalorie are used interchangeably. A kilocalorie is 1,000 calories, but most of the time we talk about the calorie. So where do we get calories? So we get those from the energy-yielding nutrients. The energy-yielding nutrients are those that provide calories to the body. So carbohydrates provide 4 calories per gram. Lipids or fats provide 9 calories per gram. So you can see they're more energy dense, and the more fat you consume, the more calories you consume. And proteins provide 4 calories per gram. What's not on here is alcohol is really considered almost a separate nutrient, and that provides 7 calories per gram, but it's not a nutrient, and it's not needed for life. But we do get energy or calories from it.